this here. Okay, and your current energy is the Star. And this is a card of really having faith and belief that everything is going to be okay. There's a sense of healing here, and again, of recovery and restoration and, giving yourself a break, doing what's necessary for you to feel good and to just restore. Often this is kind of a passive card. It's a reminder to rest. And you can see she's pouring water into the pool as well as on land. When we see the Star, it's a good thing to look to the stars for inspiration, to let them guide us. And so this is really at the heart of the Star card. It's about having optimism and having faith that everything is going to be okay for you. What's crossing you is the Judgment card. And so the Judgment card is a card of, you can see the little people here coming out of the coffins, looking up to the angel with the fanfare, blowing the fanfare as if to say, now's your time. This is a card to examine where you are right now and of thinking about your past actions and where are you headed? Are you living your best purpose? Are you living to your highest purpose in life? Are you doing truly what you feel you're meant to do? It's never too late to try to get on the path of what your heart is telling you to do. And so this is really a sense of rebirth. It's a sense of maybe a new cycle beginning and one ending. But really, it's a opportunity to really to judge your life and what's been happening and to judge your actions. And it's kind of like a cause and effect. Where you are now is kind of the culmination of what you've done the earlier parts of your life. So it's a reckoning with yourself. In your foundation is the Page of Pentacles. And with the Page of Pentacles, this is an earth sign, and the earth sign is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you can see our page here is studying his coin, planning. And so this is either energy that you would benefit from or someone within your circle. Maybe there's a younger person that you're working with, mentoring, interns, family members. This suggests the desire to study, the desire to learn, to gain knowledge. The very heart, though, of the Pentacles is that this is slow moving. It's very deliberate actions that are practical, that rely on common sense, and that it's grounded energy. In your recent past is the Moon. And the Moon is a card of interesting. It can be a card of anxiety, can be a card of being uncertain about some situations within your life. And so, the Moon, we think we're going one way and then we end up very lost. This also can suggest things below the surface of keeping secrets. I also think that the Moon is a sense of also listening and trying to pay attention to your hunches as well. So in your recent past, there's something that's maybe causing you a little bit of concern, a little bit of anxiety, and that you're going to have to figure out and find the confidence in facing fear so that you can make it through those towers, through the path to where you want to head. And what's crowning you is the Eight of Pentacles. In the Eight of Pentacles, this fella is sitting at his bench, wearing his apron, hammering away. He's very proud of what he's doing. He's displaying the pentacles. And so this tells us that you are very good at what you do, and you're very proud of what you do as well. And so you are diligent, you're hardworking, you have a skill set that is talent. And so in December, maybe you're going to be building your skill set. Maybe this is an opportunity to go to a conference, to do an online workshop, or something that could improve your skills. But this says that you've been working hard So December, you've been putting the pedal to the metal. So putting the metal to the pedal. I'm not sure if that's right or wrong, but you understand what I mean is that you're working hard and you're very focused on your work. Don't work too much, but keep working hard, because ultimately you will have the results that you're hoping for. Your near future is the High Priestess. So again, the High Priestess is an interesting card because she's really, her placement is also the moon. And there's a sense of things that are below the surface, that are within you, that are hidden within you. Maybe you're holding secrets, or maybe there's a secret that's going to be revealed within your life. But this is a sense of, let me put this here. This is a sense of diving deep within yourself. And really, when we see the High Priestess, it's the very clear message of trust your intuition, listen to your guides, and pay attention to what's around you. Pay attention to the messages, the numbers, the discussions that you have with people, the things that you see out in your environment. Pay attention to what you feel and what you are telepathically connecting to others as well. Trust your intuition. Let me push my cards over. Okay. Your foundation is the Nine of Swords. And Swords is an air sign, so it's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And you see this guy, he's got his hands to his face. It's like, oh my goodness, I can't sleep. I'm so stressed out. And December can bring stress to many people. So much going on, so much that people are hoping that you might have to fulfill. And so this is the things that keep you up at night. And maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a work situation that is troubling you and creating anxiety, creating concerns. So, one step at a time, and try to remember that this isn't going to last forever, that this is kind of like a snapshot in time. So do the things that are going to help you to get back to a better place where you're able to sleep at night. It's hard to do sometimes because it's just the stress builds and builds and builds, and it just weighs on you. But maybe talking to someone, or cathartically writing it out in a journal, or getting counsel from someone that you trust can help you kind of get away from this anxious feeling of stress. Because we're getting a little bit of this anxiety here in December. And your environment is the Seven of Pentacles, and again, it's back to work. And this guy here is taking a break from his work. He's taking pause. And this is a sense of checking in on what he's doing. Are these pentacle coins ready to be harvested? Is he close? And, maybe the underlying thing here is, I'm getting tired of working so hard. When am I going to get to be able to be, to bring these to market? And so we tend to look at our progress of how we're doing. We're kind of checking in. Is it worth it to me to stay working hard and nurturing and taking care of this little pentacle tree? Or should I, should I quit? So these are things for you to think about, and maybe work is on your mind, that you have so much to do in addition to family obligations. But often with the Seven of Pentacles, there is a thought of hang in there. You're so close. You're close to reaching your goal, and just keep, take a breather and get back into it. Your hopes and fears, the Six of Swords, another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this Six of Swords is really about feeling the need to transition and to move on, to leave a situation behind that is not serving you. And so whether that is a relationship that has not been working out, or a job that you feel is a dead end, or is just unpleasant, there's a sense here of moving on. This boatsman is pushing away the the little boat here with the person in the shroud, and then it looked like the small child. Leaving choppy waters for smoother waters. And so that's really the sense here of, of having this stress may ultimately lead you to a decision to move on. That there's something within your life that you've got to just cut it and go. In your outcome is justice. And justice is a Libra card. And justice is about fairness and equality and truth and honesty. And so if there's something within your life where you feel that you're not being treated justly or fairly, it's time to do something about it. And here are the scales of, justice in one hand and the decisive sword in the other hand. So if you're in a situation at the office where you are being treated unfairly, then you need to say something and you need to do something. If you're in a relationship and you're having to do more than your fair share, or someone is being your partner's not being very appreciative or fair to you, speak up. This is there's a sense of truth here, and sometimes the truth needs to be spoken. And karma here. And so justice is truth, honesty. At a literal level, it could be signing contracts and being mindful of, legal proceedings. And that proceedings are going to rule in your favor. So let me take a look at the cards to see if I've missed anything. But, what I see is... I see the very heart of where you are is the Star card, which is an opportunity for healing and a belief in your outcome, of having faith that the universe is going to provide for you. This sense of judgment, you're really kind of examining things. Something is unsettling to you, and you're examining things and you're hoping maybe for a restart, a reset, rebirth, a chance to really find your purpose. You're studying that purpose. It causes anxiety to maybe change courses. It can cause a little confusion. It can, you can doubt yourself in the process. And you've been a hard worker. You've really been doing your share and you've been doing it well. And so there's, that's a lot to be proud of. And here the High Priestess comes in, and really it's a sense of trust your intuition on this. You've got it. You need to dig deep, and you need to think about really what is your heart telling you to do, what is your inner sense, what direction is it pushing you towards. And with the High Priestess, perhaps secrets or something hidden within you is going to come out in the open. But certainly, you're losing sleep over this matter. You're taking a break from the hard work. You're kind of assessing again. It can go right towards this judgment and the sense of a reset, of a rebirth. You may say enough is enough. I'm ready to move on to transitioning to a different place, to a happier place, a place where I'm going to find fulfillment. And, maybe it's a legal matter, or you just need to get all of your ducks in a row before you do this. And particularly could be also the theme of fairness, and have you been treated fairly? And if you've been treated unfairly, maybe this is what's driving all of what's happening. So we have pentacles, we have majors. What we don't have are any cups, so we have no water energy in this, no emotional. This is really a sense of having to work through some things logically, thinking through all the possibilities, focusing on work and your resources. So I'd like to pull another card for love, just to get a sense what is happening with respect to love. Well, the erotic. Maybe this is a nice way to relieve some stress, is to tune into your erotic side and to be creative with your partner, with your lover, with your husband or wife or friend. Just do something that maybe can take your mind off what you've been thinking about. Take your mind off the office, take your mind off the holidays, and do something that is erotic and let's also say exotic too. And finally, to close the reading, let's take a look at a focus card or a practice card for the month, something to meditate on, something to think about. Golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So this sounds like it's a sense of things that are underway for you. And you may have been putting the wheels in motion to make a move, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in your career. It's a situation that you've been working hard and you feel that you need something else, maybe to fulfill your life purpose, to fulfill your happiness, to create more time within your life, whatever it may be. It's really at the heart of finding golden opportunities, of having this chance to reflect and to reset, to have rebirth.